my
Well, I
content.
want to let you know because that's kind of a thing. People like to join panels and share their audience and drop off and not let anybody ask for permission or let anybody know and shit.
Yeah,
That's kind of
I'm
bullshit.
sharing too.
I ain't down with it. I do. I mean, if you look at my actual channel, I do uh, videos, you know, full, regular format. Although they've gotten shorter lately. Um, I do shorts and I do live streams. I do a lot of live streams. In fact, I've got almost coming up on 600 live
That's
streams.
right, Busby. You have to.
I don't. I don't really don't do hardly any videos, honestly. I do
Well,
shorts because shorts grow your channel, and I do live streams because they grow your hours.
I
Yeah.
saw something today that shows as far as the people that watch your shorts, 36%, about 36% of my traffic is watches nothing but shorts. Um, about the same watches nothing but live streams, and about the same, about a third of them watch both. So it's pretty evenly broken down into all three.
Well,
Um,
about 80% of people that watch your shorts are not subscribed because
Yeah.
YouTube is pushing it,
yeah,
Right.
and that's how
that
you grow your channel.
well, that's how you get more numbers. I don't know that you get a lot more watch time. And if you look at, just for example, if you go through and you look at what a, if you look at what a short pays, which I mean, your shorts I think have probably done more than mine.
A
But if
short
you
don't pay. A short don't pay nothing.
Here's the thing, though. The bottom line is this: once you're monetized, by default, technically, subscribers absolutely does not matter. At that point, it just becomes about the watch hours and stuff like that. Because you can have 2,000 subscribers and have 1 billion watch hours, and you're going to get paid. Do you know what I mean? But you can have 1 billion subscribers and no watch hours, and you're not going to get paid. So it's fun to have a lot of subscribers, and that's in a way that's you can say, hey, yeah, that increases my watch hours, but it doesn't. Subscribers is only fun to get up to until you're monetized, I think, and after that, you got to get the watch.
Yeah, you're really right. A lot of that is just more like decoration for your channel.
Exactly that. Yeah, it is. It is.
It's
it is,
decoration.
well, prestige a little bit,
Yeah.
it's funny. I actually prefer to go around on my smaller channels because I think it's a lot more telling to see how people treat a small channel than a large channel. If I go around on Belt Loop 29 all the time, people say, "Oh wow, he's got 2,000 subscribers or he's got 2,300 subscribers." But if I go around, it's a completely different story. If I'm going around on Belt Loop 29 gardening, the you know and I would rather talk with people that are going to treat everybody well as opposed to just somebody who may have more subscribers than they do.
You
And
know,
so,
Gary, I moderate for a bunch of channels, and I can tell you offhand, most of the people that I started out moderating with when they were small channels, two or
What
three
up,
hundred subs.
EJ?
Please, please.
Once they
Hello.
got above 4,000 or 5,000
Welcome.
subs, you
yeah,
hardly ever have them interact with their people like they did back when they was small and needing the help. If
right,
people would really communicate with their people, especially in chat, no matter whether they're 50 subs or whether they're 5,000 subs, if they communicated with the people that enjoyed their channel to start with,
Well,
all the way
I
through.
agree.
Well, once again, it kind of comes up to the point of like the subs doesn't matter if they have a lot better and not better, wrong word. If they have a lot more action going on in the chat than when they had 50 subs, then you can't really expect the same attention from them. If I'm streaming right and I start out and I got like 10 viewers, and let's just say my channel grows and then I get 500 viewers, as a moderator of the channel that you had when I was 10, you can't expect the same attention when I now have 500 because technically it gets divided up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
By the
can't.
way,
But they start ignoring you after they get so big. They start kind of ignoring the people that help get them there. More or less is what I'm trying to say.
Right? Yeah, you can't
not
forget.
totally,
You
but
can't forget where
they're
you
just
come
not as
from.
important as they was
Yeah.
when they were little.
One, you
Right.
can't
When they
forget where
got bigger.
you can't
And then
forget where
those people start dropping out because they're getting completely ignored compared to the new ones that's coming in.
Right.
You got to be able to interact with people from the beginning all the way through, or you're going to lose them.
yeah.
That's right.
That's what I'm finding out on YouTube because I've been moderating for so many that a lot of them are losing their old timers because they're not talking to them anymore.
Well, let's call them out. Who are we talking about here, Peter Medberg?
No, I mean you got a good point. You can't forget about your roots and where you come from. But here's something else. The bigger you get, the more people you support, right?
You're welcome,
So
B.
as I grow and I get more and more people I support, I can't follow everybody.
That's right.
I can't literally be in 3,000 people's channel a day.
Well,
That's
Right.
right.
I'm not saying you have to be in their channel. I'm saying when they're in your lives and you're trying to talk every now and then to chat, pick out some of your old comers compared to just the newcomers.
So
Just say,
think about this. Think about this as a relationship. If we're
Well,
together since day one, we're together. Whether I recognize you or not, we're still together. You're still my number one. You're still my down ass bitch.
but is,
but
but is it,
But
if you're not
in a
saying
weird way.
something to them, they're going to think you don't care about them anymore.
yeah, but is
And
the
they're going to start
presentation?
dropping
But
out.
that's how you feel as a person. But that's not how it really is. Because here's one thing you really need to do on YouTube is take your feelings, put them in your pocket, crumble them up, throw them in the trash can before you get on the live stream. Because this is entertainment purposes only. And we can be friends on text messages, we can be friends on the telephone call, but when we're in a live stream, if I ignore your comments, it's not on purpose.
Hey,
It's not
Cole.
because I don't still love you. It's because we're doing other shit.
Hey,
And you're
Randy.
still my number one. You know what I mean?
Hey, Cole. Cole. Two
Yes,
things.
sir.
First, you see where Randy over it says you still are you my boo, Cole. And
Hey,
second,
Randy, you know I'm your boo, baby.
hey, if there's 16 people in here right now, there's bound to be at least 7 people that are not connected with my friend, and I'm trying to help him out. If y'all don't mind, I would appreciate it. Let me go through, and I will throw a link out here. If y'all don't mind, go and connecting him with him, so that we could get him over 50, so he can stream from the
The YouTube app. Who are we connecting with?
His name is Trucker J. Technically,
What up, Laura?
his name is Jeremiah, but his channel is Trucker J.
Everybody, hello.
I
If
mean,
y'all
if
would,
you want to be honest, I'm connected with V's. I'm connected with Laura. I'm connected with Randy. I'm connected with Roadhog. I'm connected with NJ. I'm connected with Down With It.
by the way, make sure you're connected with Freedom Redbird. She's good people. She's up here on the panel as well, and she's an old friend. I've been friends with her for a long
I'll
time.
also say this: I don't provide any content at all. I don't do any shorts, no videos. I don't do anything except for just only live streams. So by default, the only way I can get new subscribers is by word of mouth by you guys or anybody else, in the face of YouTube. And lately, right now, I'm just by connecting with people. That's the only way I can get new subscribers because I have no content of my own that I'm putting out.
Hey, we're gonna, in fact,
You
if
really
you
ought to
would,
make one video. If you don't do anything else, put one video on there. Because the reason I say that is I've got a couple of other people that I mod for that's all they've ever done is lives. When you pull up their channel, it don't show anything on their page. So unless people happen to go up there and click on the shorts and lives and the different things at the top, they think you don't have any content. So they won't even bother to look at your lives to see that you actually have something on your channel. So I highly recommend at least one video, even if it's just to say,
to explain
check
my
out my
channel.
lives.
Yeah.
By the way, over at Truck. By the way, thank y'all. He is now over at 56 subs, and that will allow him to stream while he's on the road. I did want to say, if anybody wants to see my family property, one of his videos over at Trucker J, it's Bishop Lake, Outdoor, Mississippi. You know, that is my family property. It's got a 30 acre lake, I guess. Now, in it, if you'd like to see it, that's it. So that's over at Trucker J's property. Like I
All
said,
right, Blue Nose. Have a good night.
Who's heading out? All right, Blue Nose. Thank you for coming in, brother. The I'm talking about my Trucker J. I did drop his link, and Cole may be dropping this link. If y'all would, check him out. He's good friends of mine. I've been a friend of his for like 20 years, and he's just really starting to do some videos and YouTube. And he's a big sports nut. He's a trucker. He's good people. He's got a moral compass that points to a true north, and he and I see a lot alike. Both of us are PKs. Both of us are, there's a lot of things I share in common with Eddie, and a lot of things I share in common with Trucker J as well. And so they're my two best buds.
Will you drop the link in the private chat so I can copy and paste it?
You can't connect with links in private chat.
Roadhog, can you say something in chat so we can get yours? Or type 29.
If you want, yeah, y'all, Cole, Moon Boots, and Roadhog, and Brenda, please, type your link in the chat. You can put it in the private chat or in the regular chat, so other folks can get it and drop it in their chat.
Yeah.
You can't connect with anything out of the private chat.
You can't connect with what out of the private chat?
You can't connect with anything from private chat. You cannot touch private chat. You have to search for it manually.
I just clicked on the link from private chat.
I dropped it from
private. That actually did work. Did you type that in manually?
No, I just copied and pasted it.
All right, it is the actual link I did.
That's Trucker J's.
Hey, Scorpion.
Channel. He's up to 56 now, so he should be able to. And he's
57 now going to 58.
Thank you, I appreciate that, Cole.
Yeah, I picked him up earlier, Gary.
I know, and I thank you very much. I appreciate that, Brenda.
Everybody's gonna be picking them up on my chat too.
Thank you, Moon Boots. I appreciate that big time.
Roadhog, would you put 29 in there?
If you would, type 29 in my chat so that they can get your link. And people that are in the chat, please type 29 or DD, either one, and put it in there, and it will drop your link. You can even probably put a lot of different things in there. Woman for LBs over at Woman Outdoors. You could type drop. You could type. I know all these things are on my channel.
DD 29.
I've got Blue Nose, and I just picked up Cole, but I don't have Roadhogs yet.
Okay. Now there is like a 5 second timeout after a 29 is typed, so you may have to type it again.
The little delay for the YouTube or for the Nightbot.
Now I do see that there's a few folks that's doing it over in somebody else's chat. If you're in somebody else's chat, 29 probably won't drop your link.
So in my chat, we don't drop links. I moderate everybody, and we just touch thumbnails.
That reminds me, Cole, if at some point you want to add Nightbot, let me know. I'll be glad to help you.
I have Nightbot. I run Nightbot for multiple bigger channels.
Okay.
But I don't do links. I don't believe in links.
I do the same thing.
I believe link connections do not work. That's my personal opinion. So what I do is you touch people's thumbnails, you go directly to their channel, You watch something of their content. You watch it. You hit the like. You leave a comment, and that will work. I don't believe
Yeah.
in links.
Yeah, me myself, my content isn't usually always saying like, "Hey, tap the link, click the link, this, that." I don't usually do that myself, but I do moderate everybody, and I say, "Hey, man, if you like what someone's saying in the chat, you like what someone's saying on the panel, follow the room." I'll give shout outs here and there, but yeah, I just moderate everybody, and it's everybody's choice. Everybody can click everybody who they want.
Well, everybody has their own opinion on it. I don't believe in links,
Well, it's the best.
honestly,
It's the best
because
because you
Cole,
can't.
the biggest problem with not posting links is, especially if they're a new channel, it's so hard to find them when you
well,
go in and
my
just
problem with links, is, you know how you grow and you lose, and grow and you lose. All my losses are from other, and you know what other is? Other is a link connection.
Yeah, that's true. That's why. Yeah, me myself, I just moderate everybody and let everybody organically just search people out.
Well,
Right,
I
you do it
will
on
tell
your
you
own.
this as well. I did an experiment a while back when I was doing a lot of experiments with YouTube, and I connected with about 15, somewhere between 12 and 15 channels. I never watched a single one of their videos. They never watched a single one of my videos. I found their channels outside of just because I'd see them in another live stream. For example, the Vineyard Farmhouse, and I'd go look up their channel. I'd find their email address. I wouldn't connect with them at that time, and I connected with all these channels at one time. Over on a particular day. I got them to connect to my channel that same day. Two of the channels I could not find through normal resources, and somebody actually had to drop me a link to their channel. And so I connected with every one of these channels, never watched a single video of theirs. They never watched a single one of mine. I asked them not to. And then after 6 weeks of not being connected to any of them, and them not being connected or being connected to them, but not watching any of their stuff, and them not watching any of mine, all the ones with the exception of two were still connected, and the two that were not connected anymore were the ones that I actually had to find, get them to email me the links for. I couldn't find them through searching for them. So all this stuff that people tell you have to watch 2 minutes of their stuff or 3 minutes of their stuff before you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. You got to do all that for it to stick. It's baloney. All right. Now maybe it's just for me. Maybe it's just because it was YouTube so impressed with me. I'm such a special person that it was going to keep my connections. All right. But I kind
of Blister and Barnacles. I agree 100%.
Blister and Barnacles, hello.
I sub several
YouTube
people
picks and chooses. Just like what you're saying, they'll unsubscribe paid members from your channel.
Yeah, but let's just keep it honest, man. If
They've
we all,
unsubscribed my wife from my channel 3 times.
that's weird. But also on the flip side, if we all in a perfect world, let's just say there's even 3 times as much people, if we all subscribed to everybody and gave each other's channel all a try, we would all unsubscribe eventually, probably from some people's channels, because it's not going to be what we like and stuff like that, So I mean, by just going into a community and saying, "Hey, here's my link," a lot of people might click it initially, but doesn't mean people need to stay there and keep it on their thing and watching and stuff like that.
well,
not everybody's content.
Being a number and being a supporter are different.
Yeah, but I'm just saying also,
that's
it's
right.
like,
I honestly, I subscribe to a lot of people, and I go to a lot of gaming channels, and I hit the like and I comment, and I don't like gaming. I don't give 2 shits about video games.
Oh, either.
And I watch them every day, and I talk to them every day.
Well,
that's right.
They support me like I support them. I don't have to like your content to support you.
That's right.
That's exactly right.
I have to like you as a person.
Yeah, exactly. So, but like this is what I'm getting at is like, you might say you're supporting the gaming stuff, but are you supporting all gaming stuff? Are you supporting everybody? Probably not. I mean, maybe you are, but
Everybody that supports me,
yeah,
whether you do gaming, whether you do cooking, whether you do bullshitting, whether you do drama, if you support me, I support you.
Hey, let me point something out real quick. We're about to end in just a few minutes because we've already gone over a couple hours. But I do want to point out the problem that you run into with that, Cole, as far as I'm concerned. I do that because I care about the person. I like the people. Even though sometimes the content, I've got friends that are in knitting. I've got friends that are in quilting. I've got friends that are, and I go to their live streams, you know, because I like the person, not necessarily the content. And I try to show, you know, support to those individuals. The trouble with it, as far as I'm concerned, is at least at some degree, is if you're not enjoying the content and you do like the person, you know, it's kind of taken away from the things that you enjoy. And I think that maybe I mean, I don't know, I'm confused a lot by my preference to stay on YouTube Police a lot of the times. And I don't want to, I mean, yes, I'm over 1,000 subscribers on this channel, but I also know that some of that, at least to some degree, is because somebody wanted me to be there. It wasn't, I didn't sit there, and I mean, I've been working towards gaining more subscribers, but I also know that there are people out there from time to time that'll say, hey, here's a friend of mine that can you promote them? Can you spend out and get some of your friends to go connect? I don't really want that. I would rather have people that come and enjoy the product or the content, enjoy the thing. I want people that want to be here. That's what I want.
yeah.
And ultimately, sometimes I feel like I'm not working towards that. I'm working more towards, and so in my mind, I guess I get a little confused or a little, my enthusiasm is not quite as high as it could be if it were done that way. That doesn't mean I'm not going to, because I do enjoy the people that come in here. I have a great deal of respect and love and loyalty to them. I just want to be able to have my cake and eat it at the same time. I want to be able to enjoy what I'm doing. I don't want to feel like I'm pushing myself towards an end that is not that it ends up seeming more like a business to me. And so,
well, being able to have your cake and eating at the same time, you gotta be able to make some pie.
If it's not enjoyable and you're not having fun with it, it ain't worth it.
well, I agree, and that's why I'm trying to maintain. Even though there are some ways I'm kind of backing off a little bit, I'm sure some people have probably noticed my content is not as I'm not putting as much content out as I was. That's because I'm spending a little bit more time, a little bit more me time, I guess you'd call it, maybe with my dog, and I want to be able to still maintain where I enjoy this, and
What
and
YouTube
sometimes,
Police is saying is he's venturing off into channels like mine. No, I'm playing.
hey, I do like your channel.
You can definitely get
Good point,
overwhelmed
Scorpion.
with it.
We understand.
Hey, another thing to point out, it's like I've been to rooms, right? And they'll be like, hey man, this is Moon Boots, yada yada, go subscribe them up. They'll do the whole thing. And then the room could have 30, 40 people in there. Yeah, I could look at my subs and I might maybe get one, maybe two subs. And also on the flip side, I could be in my room. I could have people in my room, and I can point out and say, "Hey, go follow somebody's room, this and that. Go do it. Hey, check it out." I can put their link in the chat and everything, and they might only get like one, maybe two more subs. But it's not like all 30 people are going to click it. You know what I mean? And sometimes nobody clicks it, so you just got to be prepared for that. And nobody gets your feelings hurt.
I do know that there's the people in my community, Moon Boots, are very supportive of a lot of people.
Yeah, and this is great.
I mean, I almost thought you was a troll to begin with, honestly.
A lot of
Just
people
from
do.
your channel name.
A lot of people think
It
that I
took
am.
me what, like 2 or 3 live streams to trust you
Yeah.
just from your
And,
channel name.
oh, I
YouTube
know. And
police,
you'd be surprised how many times I go into a channel. Well, see, the funny thing about
Well,
it.
not you. I was talking to Moon Boots, but
Oh,
I knew who
okay.
you were from day one.
I have gone into people's live streams, and right off the bat, the first thing I get that happens to me after I say hello, block. But the funny thing is, there's also kind of funny thing. I've been into live streams on Belt Loop 29 and totally ignored. Nobody say anything, a word to me. I'll say hello. I'll say, how you doing? This was my like. This is, I'll say 3 or 4 things and nobody speak to me. And then I'll switch over to the YouTube police, and all of a sudden, YouTube police is here. It just, they freak out over it. It's, and I guess maybe I just like where I'm not being ignored.
Matter of fact, I think I blocked you the first time you came in. I'm watching down here.
That's okay. That's all right, Brenda.
Because I didn't know who you was.
Well, see, that's just it.
It was when you first come out with
Exactly,
it, though.
Scorpion. That's understandable.
Yeah,
Right,
it is.
Laura, that makes sense.
Anyhow,
I just wanted to say for you guys up here tonight, especially Cole and Roadhog, and there was a
Moon
couple
Boots.
others here that I subscribed to tonight. A lot of YouTube says don't do the sub to sub part. So a lot of times I sub to them, but I don't actually watch a video until the next day, so it doesn't look like I'm doing that sub to sub thing.
Yeah.
So
well, they don't. You could do the sub to sub thing, but they don't want you announcing it and saying it in people's comments and then making that the motive. Like,
hey,
Well, that's a
Victoria.
personal opinion, though.
well, and so
Like
far,
things in
everybody
chat,
that
like all that
I
shit's personal
I
opinion.
sub to them, and then I wait until they respond or go back the next day.
That's a good way to do it. You don't
Comment.
support people. You do not support people that do not support you.
Right.
Exactly.
And then, like me, I've connected to so many people. Here lately, I've been unsubscribing. I've been unsubscribing as much as I subscribe here lately. All these people I subscribe to that don't support me, that don't come to my shit, that don't help other people grow. You don't even have to support me, but you've got to support my friends.
what Freedom is more talking about is YouTube is 100% against sub to sub stuff. Like, what they don't want is for Freedom to go to like a channel with like 1 million subscribers where their chat is flying off the rails with his comments, and all Freedom is saying is, "Hey man, sub me, and I'll sub you." Then she's going to another thing with the thing, "Hey, sub me and I'll sub you, sub me and I'll sub you," because now she's
you get blocked.
Yeah, that's what she's more
because a lot of times YouTube will knock you out.
Yeah,
when you do that.
That's what she's talking about. She's not talking about like just what we're doing here.
Because I will comment on videos when they pop up, and it may take a day or two before I, something that you put out.
has scared
But
her
I
into
will
not doing
comment,
it.
and I will be there.
You'll be okay.
for
You'll
y'all.
be okay doing the sub for sub like over here, Freedom. But like they just don't want you spamming somebody with like 1 million subs or 10 million.
Exactly.
That's all that was.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. If anybody'd like to join the after party, they're welcome to. If the chat would like to stick around after we finish it, we'll talk a few more minutes.
Gary, I got to crash. It's way past my bedtime.
Just leave the stream running. Why you gotta shut it off?
Well, because I'm drunk. And
I'm getting pretty much there, Gary.
Well, I need to spend some time with my dog. My wife is. I've done some live streams where it's just like open all night. I do that sometimes, but it's usually in the afternoon while I'm at work or something. Y'all may catch me tomorrow. If I'll probably go live. It's kind of a habit of mine. Just come on and shoot the breeze with everybody. But I want to thank everybody for coming in. I wish we'd have had more people twerking than just me.
Well, you quit playing music.
Well, we had to find the right music. Next time, I'm gonna write down 2 or 3 good ones for twerking. And next time I'm gonna up the bounty because now I just got to send myself $20.
PD We Strong, hello.
I came on panel with you, but you quit playing the music before I could twerk with you.
Hey, if you want to twerk, I'll find some music.
No, that's okay.
All right. Well,
Now,
what we'll do is we're gonna end it tonight. And if somebody wants to come up on panel, they're welcome to. And thank you everybody for coming in. It's been a blessing. I've had a lot of fun tonight, and I look forward to another one. Maybe next month, sometime after the 15th, we'll have another twerking contest. But maybe I'll be able to up the.
I haven't seen any damn twerking yet.
Hey,
There you go, Moonbird.
I came
Here
in
you
late.
go.
I already recorded it before.
Twerk, 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 twerk,
I
twerk,
dropped my
twerk,
link
twerk.
There
in
Let me see you
the
jerk,
chat.
jerk, jerk. Motherfucking work, work, work.
There we go.
Twerk, twerk, twerk.
We got some twerking done again. That's twice I've twerked tonight. Actually, technically 3 times because that was twice.
Hey,
Anyhow,
I would twerk, but I'm wearing shorts. I don't want my balls to hang out.
hey, maybe next time you'll think of advancing, wear some longer breeches or something. Anyhow, thank y'all for coming up. Hey, Tim, good to see you. Tim Sweeney came in. Scrapping Metals, good to see you. Thank y'all for coming in. We're just about to end it. Hey, y'all come back and see me. One thing I am dedicated to on here is having fun. And so we go in 3.
Please, place,
2.
you have a wonderful night.
You'll have